How y'all doing? This is Mr. 444 with the Business Talk, the Entrepreneurship, and I'd like to highlight these two beautiful veterans that's here today to sitting before me that's going to talk about their lovely business, the passion that they have, and the spirit that they have, and the camaraderie they got into the black entrepreneurship. And we're going to talk about the Queen Bee of Honey. I got Carla and Jason Marshall here. How you guys doing today?
Great.
We're doing great. Thank you so much.
Great, great. I look at the lovely couple that I see on the internet on Facebook. I just want to know, let the people know, how did y'all meet and how did y'all put each other, how did y'all start this smile that y'all put on each other's face? How did y'all meet?
Okay. We actually met when we were in college at Troy University in Dothan, Alabama. Jason was in the military, and I was just a student at Troy. And we would later bump into each other years later in Atlanta, Georgia, when we were both working for the federal government. And we started a relationship there. And that's how we got here.
So, Jason, when you first saw her, did she steal your heart? Was that something when you first laid eyes on Carla? What gave you that spark?
Oh, my heart went thump, thump, thump when I saw that big smile. And she's got the personality to go with it.
I see, because she definitely. One thing I like about Carla is when I look at her on her Facebook, she's filled with personality. She fills with spirit. She's filled with compassion and everything like that. How did y'all get into the honey business? Because she's the queen bee of honey. Talk about how y'all got into honey business and what gave you the passion to get into it.
Well, if she's the queen, obviously I'm the king. But we invest in property. We purchased a property, and it had a hive on the property.
Mm.
And who became our mentor and later our friend had asked at the time if we wanted to keep that hive. And we looked at each other pretty quickly and said, yeah, that'd be neat. We had no idea that one hive would turn into 20, 25 hives, but that's where we are. And we have hives on both of our properties in Jacksonville now. And we've had hives on our property in the North Georgia mountains at times before as well. So we've really taken to it and grown after that one hive. I can't believe where we're at, but here we are.
Did y'all have any business background? And did y'all came from the military, like you said, you worked for the government? But did y'all have a passion to start a business? Did y'all see yourself starting a business that y'all say is something, but this was the calling that when they sold you the property had beehives, and you like, voila?
We actually both have business experience, but we never thought we would become beekeepers. Even when we decided to keep the hive with the property, we were just thinking we would just make some honey just for ourselves and maybe to give out to our neighbors and our friends. Like I gave you a jar of honey. So we never really thought that it was going to become a big business. But Jason began working with our mentor, and he just loved it. He loved not only just making honey, but what bees do as far as pollinating. So I just guess we just fell in love with it just from doing it and actively doing it. I'm actually allergic to bees, and I still was okay with us doing this because I absolutely love. We both want to leave the world better than we found it. So this is one way we can do that as a team.
Let's talk about the process. The process that you guys that because it's no hard work when it comes time to business. I know when it comes time to scaling your business and understanding the process and the mentorship. Let's talk about the process. How is the process and how many hours it take to come up with a jar of honey, or what's the process and what's the rigors, the rigors of it, where you got to put up your sleeves.
It is a lot of hard work. Beekeeping can be hot, smoky, heavy. Each super that holds honey can be between 30 and 50 pounds. And you have 3 to 4 of those on a hive during the flow. You have to remove those and uncap the honey and spin the honey and then clean it all up. So it's quite the process. How many hours per jar? I don't know, but a lot.
when I say hours, of how many hours it comes to take up to be able to process it, put it in a jar, to be able to get it, because I walk past some of your beehives and I see it running, and I understand to be able to get how many times you got bite, how many times you got stung by a bee, probably millions. Of, I can probably could say, but when the process of you making it, putting it in the jar, and processing it before it makes it to the jar, how many hours that take you spending your day to do the honey process?
It's
And hard.
interesting because, it's interesting. Bees do all the work on making the honey, and it's seasonal. So there are times where in the winter it's less work intensive. Um, and during these slower months when they don't produce honey, they need a little love and a little attention, but not as much during the honey flow. During the honey flow is when the hours are put in. Um, and give or take probably 20 hours a week when it's the season. And there's usually about 2 seasons where we can extract.
Now, when y'all came up with the honey, where did the queen bee of honey? Where did the name, the branding come from? Who gave it the name, the queen bee of honey? I would say maybe your wife, but I want to ask what that name. Why did you choose the queen bee of honey?
Well, actually, I love the queen bee. I love Beyonce. And I wanted to do something different, catchy. And we actually couldn't believe that nobody, or we didn't see another honey company called Queen Bee Honey. So that was interesting. So Jason would joke and say he was the king bee. And I said, well, I'm going to be the queen bee. So we came up with a logo. I kind of put that together, how I wanted it to look, and we stuck with it. And at the markets, people love it. I mean, they come over and they'll say, "Oh my gosh, I love your logo. I love the name." And Jason will instantly say, "Well, the honey is good too," but they just love it. It's kind of catchy.
And the queen is the most important part of the hive. Obviously, she lays all the brood. That's all she does. And everyone works for the queen. So, yeah. So everybody works for the queen.
I
Uh,
love, I love you guys' relationship. I love that your camaraderie, y'all compliment each other, and I love the relationship you guys have, and y'all come from a core marriage and how y'all are. And I love that to this day. It's still like y'all give each other still giggles to this day, and that's something that couples need to take, because that's epitomizes what a woman and man should live for today. That's what I feel. Let's talk about now some of the smiles and the feedback that you got from this honey, and what do some of these people use your honey for besides tea and other stuff like that.
Okay, we actually we get a lot of feedback. We recently started in November. We started doing the markets, the Jack's Beach Green Market, located off of Penman Road, and we do that pretty much every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2, rain or shine. And so many customers have come back. They were actually disappointed when we were not there due to other obligations, but they come back and they said it tastes like nothing they taste in the store. Our honey goes straight from the hive to your home. So we don't add anything other than peppers that I grow. We add peppers and that's it. So we just get a lot of feedback about how it helps them with their allergies. A lot of people cook with the spicy honeys. Um, we have ghost pepper, habanero, dado pepper, and we just introduced Thai pepper. So a lot of cooking with that. And Jason came up with the queen bee chicken recipe that a lot of people are using and have made since we started sharing the recipe.
we can share that with you, and maybe you can throw up a post of it or a picture of it. Great recipe.
Is there anything in your honey that's proprietary?
Just the peppers.
Just the peppers is proprietary, those
We
y'all.
also have, yeah, because Carla digs it and grows them, grows all the peppers. So that's a lot of work. We also have a whiskey cask that we purchased from a local distillery, uh, Burlock and Barrel. We age our honey in that barrel for 3 months before we take it out and have it ready. And the profile and the notes in that honey is incredible. Great for cooking salmon.
Do y'all make any meals with the honey? What's some of the meals that you guys cook, and what some of these people would want to put and use the honey for? that if you had to recommend what to put with the honey that you guys think tastes great, what's some of the things I could use the honey for?
We already mentioned these Asian queen bee honey wings. They're incredible. And I'm not just saying because we came up with the recipe. And Carla's got a couple more that we do.
We've done salmon, lamb chops recently, and we have one vendor that sets up next to us at the Beaches Green Market who uses it to make bread. And she sent me her link on Instagram, and I was amazed. And she sold out this weekend, and she's only using queen bee honey now for bread. So there's so many things you can do with it, with honey. Some people you can put it in their smoothies. Many people are telling me that they're using it as a sugar substitute. It's healthier, and some people do 1 teaspoon a day. I have asthma and allergies, and I do a teaspoon a day, and it really helps with my allergies.
Can we mention a homemade hot biscuit with butter and honey drizzled on it? Come on.
That sounds great. Jason, what do y'all use the honey every day? Is this become part of your household now that when you reach for something, the honey is like the seasoning now?
A lot of people use it every day. A lot of people drink tea and coffee. And instead of refined sugar, which is not that healthy, the honey is. I drink my coffee black, but I do take a tablespoon of honey every day.
So this honey, when it comes to the queen bee of honey, right? And the bottle, do you have a bottle a jar where you can show my viewers a bottle of how it looked, the branding, the packaging? Do you have one you can run get for me?
I will go get it.
Are y'all at one of your locations now, Jason?
We're at the beach property. And after we finish with the interview, we can walk over. I'm doing some work in the apiary today, even, so maybe a little content of that if you'd like. I've got my smoker going.
Oh, great! Those beautiful, beautiful. The way you package the branding, everything is amazing. Because you gave me a jar and I tried it. It's actually amazing. I put it with my tea. He's right. I put it with my butter. At the end of the day, I put it in some of my soup. If I put it in because I like honey in my soup, to sweeten it up a little bit. So I actually use honey, and like I said, I'm a customer, and I would like all my subscribers. And if most of my subscribers tune in, I'm willing to buy 5 bottles from you for my subscribers if they comment to this video and you be able to share it on your platform and they like and comment. I will sponsor 5 bottles to one of your customers. And if your customer come up and say they seen the video, I will sponsor a bottle each for 5 people. I will purchase 5 bottles for 5 of the customers that you think is passionate, that you believe that loves your honey and love the branding. I will donate a bottle to 5 people if they comment on this video because I love the package and I love the branding. And I love you guys. And one thing about when I think about entrepreneurs, I got to like the person as well as the product, as well as the customers. And I want to ask you something. When it came to branding this stuff, what did y'all do? How did y'all brand it? How did y'all brand it? Is this name yours? Is it Queen Bee of Honey?
I'll let Carla answer that because she really came up with this. I helped a little bit with some feedback, but I mean, she really did some incredible design here.
I came up with the idea of the queen bee, and then I reached out to a friend of mine in my hometown named McCoy's Corbett, who owns a company called Computer Printing, etc. And he's my go-to guy for anything that I use in my businesses, in all our businesses. He helps me do all the logos. So I pretty much gave him a design, kind of told him what I wanted, and he ran with it. And I ordered labels and started using the labels on it. And when I first started, we would just sell the honey with nothing, no label, because again, I didn't think it was going to be as big as it has become. But it's surprisingly, Queen Bee is becoming a household name in my hometown. My friends and family support us. We do a little marketing. I market a lot through Facebook. Don't even have an Instagram account set up yet, but I will be getting one. So I have a great followers and great friends who have supported all of my businesses.
And one thing about I say about friends and family is one thing about friends, family, and people. We should support people. I just support good people, and I just walk by and seeing the drive and the respect that you have in the community, and the way that you recommend that everybody put a smile on their face by grabbing your honey. I was just with you the other day, and a guy just asked you, "Can I buy your honey?" And then he didn't have nothing to go with it. It's just that you the like, and he bought the honey and crackers, and it was great. And he even told me it was great. So I actually seen you in action. You always out there. You epitomize what you do. You put in the hard work. You get up every day. And one thing, like I said, I still stand by the way you and your husband have this togetherness. This is what we need as entrepreneurs. And I tell all my entrepreneurs this: if you love the partner and you love the business and you love the people around you, money's a byproduct. Money's a byproduct until you guys, it looks like money's a byproduct with you guys, and y'all care more about your passion. And the passion you guys have is for honey. I've seen a lot of businesses in my time. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and you guys have the camaraderie, you have the it factor. And let's talk about these people, the support that you had, like your friends and family. How had, like you said, they've been receptive. Let's go ahead and give them the flowers now and tell them thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
guys
very
so
much.
much.
All the
Jason, I
support.
appreciate it. You know we do. And I always give my flowers and I thank them because you can go buy honey from anywhere. You can go buy it from a store, but anyone who comes and gets from us is really thoughtful. We really appreciate it.
That's one thing about business. You have to appreciate everything, even the small things, even a smile. And Jason, I want to ask you this: how do you separate your wife from the business partner?
That's an easy one to answer. We don't. We don't. Marriage is togetherness in all forms. So
Or do y'all have any kids?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Do y'all have any kids?
We have one daughter.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
that's and she loves the honey as well as she supports you guys as well.
She absolutely does. She lives in Jacksonville and she is an architect and she loves our honey. Yeah.
That's that's great. Now let me ask you a question: how do y'all choose the locations where you go, or you just go to the same location?
We we just started doing the market um,
in November.
in November of last year. So now we just pretty much do the market. I actually sell, as you can see, I set up in front of both houses in San
We
Marco
ship.
and here, and I ship. I ship to all 50 states. Um, so people can get it. They can order it online. Soon, Queen Bee will have her own website. Now I have her on a different website, but she will have a website designated just for honey. And but pretty much, I mean, we get so many customers just walking their dogs who come up and buy. I mean, we've had a police officer pull over, FedEx drivers, UPS drivers pull over and get honey. People love local honey.
And what if someone wants to reach out to you guys and come to a location because they adore it, and these vendors looking for more people and they adore your story and they love your feedback? How could they contact you to get you to their location?
They
How
can,
could they?
they can call me at area code 334-791-9322. And I'll be willing to meet them, or they can come to one of our locations. I usually announce on Facebook if we're going to be at the San Marco location or in the Jacksonville Beach location or at the beaches market.
If you're at the Jack's Beach location, is there a specific block you on where they can come up and find you?
Yes, if they call me, I'll let them know where we're set up.
Oh, okay. So when you call them, they'll be. Oh, well, but once again, you said you ship as well.
Yes.
Do how is the other states being receptive? If you get more return orders from these people that order from out of state? You hear me? You froze.
Orders we ship to New Jersey. I actually just sent some.
Your camera froze. There you go. There you go. Your camera was frozen a little bit.
Okay.
You said you ship from where?
We ship to all 50 states, and we are getting a lot of business all over. I've shipped to California, to New Jersey, Atlanta, Alabama, all over, Houston, Texas, and we're getting repeat. And during the holidays, we have some smaller varieties that people will buy to give like a sample pack, spicy, the whiskey age, and regular. So those have become a big hit, especially during the holidays.
The crisp, excuse me, the honey spoon that you have for the honey, is that something that normal people buy or something that you made? Because that little thing, I never seen it on the market.
You can buy them. I just thought it would be a good idea to provide them for everyone if they bought a jar. They're easy to use and keep you from making such a mess if you're using it over your toast or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was so amazing. Like, I thought it was like, wow. I'm looking at it like, wow. I use a teaspoon to pick up the honey, but now I use that and just much cleaner and much more smoother. I was like, wow, is this something why I haven't seen something? I'm using a spoon and and I could just skip the whole thing in there, stir it up and take it back out. I just had to point that out because I thought that was very unique that you guys did. And that spoon, could you show it, please? You have it with you?
Yes, babe, go get one. He's going to run and get one.
Because I think that spoon, I adore the spoon. I just look at it, I'm like, wow. I just thought it was so amazing.
Yeah, but a nice little catchy thing to give everyone who purchased a jar. Some people take them, some people don't, but it's something to look. The kids love them. They'll ask and they have one.
Yes, I adore it too. There you go. That's it right there. That honey spoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't buy some honey and you get that spoon, I promise you'll fall in love with it. I promise you, like I did. So if you go ahead and get the spoon, go ahead. I just want to appreciate Carla and Jason for taking their time out, talking about their honey. Great couple. I want you to go ahead and go out there and buy it, order it. It's definitely something that's going to be on the market for a long time. It's something that may be in your local stores, like you said. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming out and enjoying this interview with me. And once again, thank you for veterans. Thank you for veterans like you. I feel good that now I know why I was in good hands, because you guys was in the military fighting while I was sleeping. I just want to thank you guys for being part of our military services. And if nobody thank you, I just want to give you guys your flowers today and say thank you for serving in the military.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for the interview.
And is there anything you want to tell my listeners before I let you go?
Our honey is raw and unprocessed. There is no added anything. It's from the honeycomb and goes into a jar.
Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there first. Carla and Jason Mitchell, thank you for having you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day and God bless you. Until next time, it's Mr. 444 with business, sports, and financial. Tune in for more. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day.